Let's explore the tar command, a powerful tool in Linux for creating and extracting archive files. The tar utility bundles multiple files into a single archive file. This process preserves file attributes and directory structures, making it ideal for backups and transferring files. The basic syntax of the tar command is as follows: tar followed by options, then the archive file name, and finally the file or directory to archive. Here's an example: tar cvf archive, tar file 1 file 2 directory 1. Some common options are C to create a new archive, X to extract files from an archive, V for verbose output, which means it will show the files being processed, and F to specify the archive file name. Let's see how to create archives using tar. To create a basic archive of files and directories, you can use the command tar cvf archive, tar file 1 txt file 2 txt directory 1 /. Here, C indicates that you want to create a new archive, V is for verbose mode, which displays the files being processed, and F specifies the archive file name. The order of options matters, particularly the F option, which must be followed by the archive file name. To create a compressed tar archive, also known as a tarball, you can use the command tar czvf archive gz directory 1 /. The Z option compresses the archive using gzip. The tar command offers several compression methods. Here are a few common ones. Z for gzip compression, for example, tar czvf archive gz file /. J is for bzip2 compression, as in tar cjvf archive bz2 file /. J is for xz compression, for example, tar cjvf archive xz file /. Finally, zstd is for standard compression, as in tar zstd cvf archive zst file /. Gzip offers fast compression with a moderate ratio. Bzip2 is slower but provides a better compression ratio. XZ is the slowest but offers the highest compression ratio, and standard is fast with a good compression ratio. Let's learn how to extract archives using the tar command. To perform a basic extraction of an archive, you can use the command tar xvf archive to tar. Here, X tells tar to extract files from the archive, V is for verbose mode to see the files being extracted, and F specifies the archive file name. To extract compressed archives, for example, a zipped archive, use tar xcvf archive tar.gz. To extract a bzip2 archive, use tar xjvf archive tar.bz2. Modern versions of tar can often automatically detect the compression type, so you can frequently just use xf without specifying the compression flag. Let's explore some advanced extraction options with the tar command. To extract an archive to a different directory, use the command tar xvf archive p/path to destination. The C option changes to the specified directory before extracting. To extract specific files from an archive, list the files after the archive name like this: tar xvf archive, tar file 1 txt path /to/file.txt. To view the contents of an archive without extracting, use the command tar tvf archive.tar. The T option lists the contents of the archive. When working with paths in tar, it's important to understand how tar handles absolute paths. By default, tar strips the leading slash from absolute paths. For example, if you run tar cvf backup tar/home/user/documents/, the files will be stored as home/user/documents in the archive. When extracting, the files will be placed relative to the current directory, not at their original absolute paths. To preserve absolute paths, use the P option like this: tar cvpf backup tar/home/user/documents/. Be careful when extracting with this option, as files will be placed at their absolute paths, potentially overwriting existing files. To exclude specific files or directories when creating an archive, you can use the exclude option. For example, tar cvf archive, tar directory / exclude equals directory / logs. This command excludes the logs directory from the archive. To exclude multiple patterns, you can use multiple exclude options. For example, tar cvf backup tar /home /user /. Exclude equals *.log, exclude equals *.tmp. This excludes all files ending with .log and .tmp. To append files to an existing archive, you can use the command tar rvf archive tar new file.txt. Here, the R option appends files to the end of the archive. Please note that the append option does not work with compressed archives. To update files in an archive, meaning only adding files that are newer than those in the archive, use the command tar of archive tar updated file.txt. The U option only appends files that are newer than the copy in the archive. Like R, the update option does not work with compressed archives. Here are some best practices to keep in mind when using the tar command. Always test archives using tar tvf to verify the archive contents before extracting. Choose compression wisely, balancing the compression ratio and speed based on your specific needs. Be careful with paths and use relative paths when possible to avoid accidentally overwriting system files. Document your archives by using descriptive file names and keeping a log of what's inside important archives. In summary, the tar command is a powerful tool for creating and extracting archives, compressing files with various algorithms, backing up directories and files, and transferring groups of files between systems. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.